Good performance, and today is a dress rehearsal for the final of the 1999 Pepsi Tri-Series, which will be between India and Pakistan, with Sri Lanka having lost out. The dress rehearsal is taking place in Mohali, and a very important chance for both sides to score some psychological points before the big match on Sunday. The team news is important. Let's check on that first. Well, India rung the changes. In fact, it's almost an Indian A side. To tell you who's not playing, Srinath Kumble, Mongia Chopra are rested. Injured, Sarakapan Ramesh, and of course the captain Mohammad Azharuddin and Sachin Tendulkar are still out. So Ajay Rajaja will captain and Sabah Karim will keep wicket. Pakistan, on the other hand, have turned out virtually their full-strength side. Yusuf Yuhana has stepped down with Arshad Khan. Said Anwar is back after injury, and Shahid Nazir comes into the side as well. So a different approach to this game by both sides, an interesting one that our commentators will talk about in just a minute. The pitch, well, Jeff Boycott thought whoever won the toss would choose to bat, and so it proved. India won the toss, they bat. Let's have a look and see how they got on.
That should be four. Wide signal by the umpire. Wrapped on the pads. Was he struck outside, or was he on the move?
Wasim Akram getting a bit of movement. This one just maybe going down the leg, but it was a very good shot. The front foot not really out of the crease. Getting the benefit of doubt there.
That's nicely timed on the onside. Shahid Nazir was the fielder chasing that ball. 2 more runs to Ganguly. Ken walking up a bit of pace there. That's hit Ganguly. He's in trouble here. He's down on the ground. Now, did that hit him straight on the stomach? On his hand, one doesn't know. Probably even the hip bone. There's no doubt about the fact that he's down and out for the count. That was a quick ball from Shoaib Akhtar.
Yes, Shoaib put in a little bit extra there, bent his back, and it just took off from just short of good length. A real rib roaster that. There's not a lot Ganguly could do. He was looking to play a defensive shot, but was just a little too quick for the left-hander. He's in pain, definitely. Walking off slowly. That's a wise thing to do. Maybe go for an X-ray or even ice that area to relieve some pain. Let's hope it's not too serious.
Let's hope he gets some good treatment quickly. You never know, he might just come back to bat later on in the innings. But for the moment, Rahul Dravid has come out to the centre. He's gone, taken on the onside there. Afridi, the fielder. That was clipped off his hips, and Afridi moving very quickly across to his left, taking the catch with 2 hands.
Well, this was a blinder. This is an area where Pakistani team have tremendously improved themselves fielding. It's not an easy position to field that square leg. You are just blinded for a while. There you see diving and beautifully held. So India lose an important wicket there. Rahul Dravid gone for 0 and they are 1 down for 16.
So the Indian captain is out there in the centre. That's nicely timed on the back foot. And this will go all the way. So the first boundary of the Indian innings.
Sabah Karim underlying the fact that you can really play good solid shots in one-day cricket as well. This was beautifully timed through point. It's a lightning outfield. There's no chance for either. Siklan Mushtaq was trying to get to the ball from third man to get there. Beautiful wristy shot there from Sabah Karim.
The quick delivery and almost a mix-up. Oh, he's hit the stumps direct as well. Good job, they went back. Ijaz coming across very quickly there, picked that up and hit the stumps. Really had only had one stump to look at. They thought about taking a single, changed their minds. Ijaz was on it in a flash, and watch this throw. Oh, well bowled, beautifully bowled. That's a top line just outside the off stump and moving away just a little bit. Oh, that's well bowled. That was a slow delivery, and he didn't pick it, and it's a run. There's a fumble there, and that's good running. In the air, over the top. Well, just out of the reach there. It was a risky one. It stopped a little bit, and it's gone to the fence for 4. That's a frustrated look on the face there of Wasim Akram. It was well bowled. He may just have held it back a little bit, but the batsman went through with a shot just over the top of the fieldsman. Oh, short one, and that's well bowled. They've asked the question. It's off his shoulder, not out. Well, that was a very good delivery, and Wasim Akram is giving him the glare. He thought he had him there. That's beautiful bowling by Wasim Akram. This one can understand why he got really stirred up. Oh, this could be close. Oh, it would have been run out had he hit the stumps. Well, the Indians look a little bit rattled to me. There must have been a yes and a no there.
This is tension, isn't it? Pressure, not being able to get away. Jadeja sets off, stops him, no. And this is Syed Anwar, I think. Take aim. Ooh, missed.
Oh, that's a good shot. Very well played. Running away down to well fielded as well. Imran Nazir is down in the boundary there. Pakistan are very committed in the field today. 35 for 1.
What a stop. He has been all over the place on the field today, Imran Nazir. He's got him. Just seemed to stumble a little bit. The ball popped out and popped in again. So Ijaz Ahmed is the catcher, and Sabah Karim's return to international cricket as a batsman is over.
Once again, he sliced the ball, played it on the up. It's gone straight to the fielder. One of those lucky things for Ijaz, because it popped up where he could see it and have a second grab at it. Sabah Karim, he's batted 51 balls, so it hasn't been easy for him. Scored 18, India 47 for 2.
Huge cheer from the crowd, and good news from the Indian camp. Sourav Ganguly is back. He had a little x-ray. Everything's fine, obviously. Just stretching himself as he came out. Great shot. Giving Sourav Ganguly a drivable ball outside off stump. It's like offering a flask of water to a thirsty man in the desert. He does play that shot so well.
Well, if they're going to bowl to him on his favourite side, the offside, you're asking for trouble. It wasn't a bad ball, mind you. This is why Ganguly is so special. He can score off good deliveries.
He's bowled him here. Just looks as if he's played on. So just what India didn't need. They've lost their captain here. And that's a big wicket.
Yeah, it was a good Yorker right in outside off stump, and he's trying to run it down to third man, and he got it off the inside edge, I think. By opening the face, I think we'll find he gets an inside edge. Yep, and just cannons on. It was wide enough, but it was in the block hole. And I've said many times on ESPN, I don't care who you are, you won't hit Yorkers for runs. 54 for 3.
So Ame Kurasia comes out to the middle.
Shot.
He's an attacking player, this man. He started off with a boundary in Pune, and he started off in similar fashion here as well. A good shot on the up to end the over. 58 for 3. That's in the gap as well. 2 more runs to Ganguly. He's done him here. Beautifully bowled by Sakleen. He's gone right through the defence of Kurasia here and hit the stumps.
Well, it's a little bit of lack of experience there.
I think this ball will go straight on. And I think Kurasir is playing for the turn. Plays outside it, you see. That's that little out-seamer that he won't tell me how he bowls it, the little beggar. 71 for 4.
This cricket broadcast is brought to you by Pepsi.
Oh, he's crashed out to the offside, but straight to the man in the deep. Freely the man there, he didn't have to move an inch. And Sourav Ganguly a little unlucky there. Really hit that off the centre of the bat, but unfortunately for him, he found Afridi.
Yes, he did hit that hard, but Afridi's a good fieldsman, and he watched it and actually caught it very well. No trouble at all. He was a bit unlucky it went to him. One or two others may have struggled with that one a bit. Well, there we are. He's made 57. He's had a bit of a torrid time of it. He faced 90 balls, and unfortunately he's not going to be there for the end. And it's now 145 for 5.
So Virender Sehwag is the new man who comes out. He's playing his first one-day international. He's off the mark straight away. He's got a reputation of being a good striker of the ball, Sehwag. Wrapped on the pads, up goes the finger. This is where he's so dangerous. He's been brought back just for that, to give Pakistan a breakthrough. And the new man, Sehwag, might just have expected a Yorker, but it was too quick for him.
Yes, I think that went in the air a little bit, and he obviously was trying to whip it away through the onside. Let's see if we can pick this up. Just watch the line of the ball. Starts just outside and starts to slant in there. Yes, and that's out. The ball swung in, that's why it beat the bat. That was a good delivery, bowled at high pace as well, and up goes the finger of the umpire. That's always bad news, and so Sehwag is out for 1, and India 150 for 6.
So Rishikesh Kanetkar on strike now. And wrapped on the pads again, and this time the umpire signalling that that would have missed leg stump. But good bowling by Shoaib Akhtar.
Yes, either that or it pitched outside leg stump, but let's have a look at it again. Well, yes, it pitched outside leg stump, and he was it's interesting. You don't often see umpires reacting like that. Just watch his hand, little smile on his face saying pitched outside leg stump, don't bother. And of course the reaction there of the bowler, oh no, it was.
He's off the mark here. He'll come back for 2.
Well, if he had hit Robin Singh, would have been back in the pavilion. Saqlain Mushtaq, so accurate with his bowling, not so accurate with his throwing.
How could he have missed that? He took his time, didn't try to hit it too hard, and even then he missed the stumps. Had a good view at 3 of them. There you see him taking his time and missing them.
Thick edge. It's a boundary. And a welcome one at that for India. Saqlain Mushtaq not very happy. 172 for 6. Well, a yes and no situation again. This time Kanetkar hasn't even looked back. He's just given up. There was nobody there to back up. So if he had kept looking, hadn't given up, he may well have had a chance to get back to the crease.
Pakistanis were expecting a run out because these two were not running well. There you see him playing the ball towards point. Ijaz is a very good fielder. He's a specialist out there for the Pakistanis. And Kanetkar went on running without looking at his partner, who was looking at the ball and not listening to his call. And finally, the bails were taken there by Saeed Anwar. So India lose another wicket through a run out. Kanetkar is gone. It's 172 for 7.
Shukla off the mark.
Catch it!
It's going to go up in the air. It's that delivery that floats away. Fortunately for Shukla. Fell way short of Imran Nazir at long off. Imran Nazir was right on the boundary line.
Yes, not picking up the straighter one, although it moved across the off stump really to pick its length. And maybe have a swipe from that angle. But still, Saklan Mushtaq Foxton.
Managed to get it away. A lot more straighter.
This was nicely timed by Robin Singh. Saeed Anwar is just a little wide on that mid-on boundary. Found the gap straighter, but Saeed Anwar doing well there to stop it with his boot in the end.
Catch it!
He's out, caught at mid-wicket. Couldn't clear that fielder. Well just catch that by Shahid Nazir. He's timed his jump to perfection.
It was always going to be difficult for the youngster to fathom the straighter one from Saklan Mushtaq. Went across the line, couldn't middle it because the ball was going the other way. And it was nicely held by Shahid Nazir. Washed the ball, come on to his palm. He's gone for 5 and India lose their 8th wicket for 186.
Gyanendra Pandey made a very good impression with the ball in the match he played against Pakistan at Jaipur. It was his debut game, so this is the second game for him. But Pandey wants a run. Now there is confusion. There was always a single in it. Robin Singh is running between the wickets today, has not been up to his usual standards. Quite a few yes-no situations. This time he's paid the price.
Well, if you want to see commitment in the field, have a look at this one. Saklan Mushtaq attacking the ball, running after it, was eluding him, and then he dived, made Robin Singh go in the direction of Gyanendra Pandey, and he was run out. It's 186 for 9.
Venkatesh Prasad, the last man in. I don't think he expected to bat at all, and definitely not in the 48th over of the innings. There should be a couple in it.
Catch it!
Just a psychological boost it will be. Well, he's got 2 of those 8 runs. Gone for the big one, misses it, and Moin Khan does the rest. How many times have we seen Saklan Mushtaq getting a wicket, the batsman going down the pitch, not treating him properly, the away-going delivery, and it's a dismissal.
Yeah, well, this is a wonderful combination. Saklan and Moin. Moin does read him well, the straighter ones and the off spinners.
Well, 4 hours, 25 minutes for 196 runs, and the only major stand there was between Saurav Ganguly, who showed great courage in the innings, and that stand with Robin Singh of 74 put a respectable face on the Indian innings. Just wondered whether or not the 33 extras would be relevant when Pakistan bat. Let's have a look at the Pakistan bowling figures. Well, the best performances at the bottom really. Saklan Mushtaq 3 for 49 off his 9.5, but a devastating spell by Shoaib Akhtar, 2 for 18 off his 10 overs with Mon Maiden, and boy is he quick. Yes, must say I would like to stand there when Shoaib Akhtar's bowling. We'll take a quick break and then we'll see how Pakistan got on in their reply.
Venkatesh Prasad on his way to Anwar. So this is a 47 over match now. The required run rate for Pakistan just under 4 runs per over.
I just have one more comment to make about this slow over rate. If Pakistan don't get their act together about bowling their overs at a required rate that's expected of them, and they carry on like this in the World Cup, it will hamper their progress. You're going to come up against strong teams, and you will get docked your overs in England. Beautiful ball.
So Venkatesh Prasad back in the side. This is a very good delivery to the left-hander. Good line, good length, and some movement off the seam.
There it is, it is out, he's gone. He's got him. Prasad is back. Where have you been all this time?
He's been resting, Jeffrey. Tremendous stuff, this. He was bang on target from the very first delivery ball. Anwar was beaten twice, not on this occasion. The ball taking the outside edge. Sabah Karim making no mistake. And India have struck early here. Pakistan yet to have a run on the board. They've lost the wicket of Anwar. So Imran Nazir is out there in the centre. He gets another opportunity, the young man, to enhance his reputation. He's come in earlier because this is what happened. So Afridi and Pakistan are off the mark here. And he'll get a couple here, so he'll double his score in one-day internationals. Well, that's hit back very hard by Afridi. The first real time that Prasad pitched the ball up, and he got the full treatment. Just take a look at this last delivery. Hammered straight down the ground by Afridi. And looking to hit through the line and on the up.
Well, if he can bowl one or two more deliveries like this, look how he drew him forward and it kind of zipped off the pitch, held its line away from the right-hander. Wonderful delivery, right in the length and line of the corridor. Off stump, just outside. You get the line right there and just make it do a little off the seam. You'll give problems to anybody. Too short. Oh, chance, quick. Well, just half a chance, but that ball nipping back and missing.
Well, he's putting up an aggressive burst here. Lakshminathan Shukla is bending his back, getting the ball to skid on to the right-hander there.
Like that, that's close, that's close. Oh, that's close. I'd like a good look at that again. So he got him on the front foot. Totally different when you give the ball a chance to do something.
Well, that one came back. The umpire thought it might just have been missing leg stump. It's interesting to see how far forward he was when he was playing that shot across the line. Now this is a very loud appeal. He's taken his time, and I think he's given the correct decision. Now what they were appealing for was the ball having taken the inner edge of the bat. A good take by Sabah Karim. The umpire has taken his time here. But let's take another look here. Did he get the inside edge?
Well, I think he got the inside edge, and I thought it was a brilliant left-handed catch. Just nipped back on the youngster as he played through the line. That's out, I'm afraid. Yeah, you've got it right, mister. Well done. Pakistan 14 for 2.
So the Indians striking two early blows here. Ijaz Ahmed has come out to the crease. Imran Nazir, the last man to be dismissed. And a good decision by the umpire. A brilliant catch by Karim. That ball was dying on him. And the umpire there took his time. Nothing wrong in that. We've seen Steve Buckner do it. And you could hear a little noise there. Good shot to get off the mark. And a good piece of fielding too in the deep. Lakshminathan Shukla there, the fielder. Again, that's blazed through the offside. A chase for third man. Ajit Agarkar, the fielder there.
be looking for 3 here. It's a long boundaries that get them quite easily. This is an aspect where the Pakistanis score over the Indians. They run very, very quick between the wickets. You can be pretty certain that the Indian batsmen would have taken possibly only 2 runs. So many times we've seen them when the ball has gone maybe 5 or 10 meters from the boundary, that they have only managed to take 2 runs instead of 3 runs. Look at the way they are running very quickly and eye on the ball at all the times. Shukla is almost, as he was telling his mother, give me a Diwali gift. Well, he's angled it in again. You can see that although it's hit Ijaz on the inside of the front pad, it's the follow-through that has made Lakshmiratan Shukla excited. The ball was clearly going down the leg side. Takes it. This is very good cricket. He had a lot of distance to cover. This was a very good catch. Afridi hitting it straight down to long off. Rahul Dravid, I think it was the man down at long off who took the catch. This is a terrific catch. He's trying to work the ball to the onside. Got a thick outside edge. Look at the ground Rahul Dravid has covered. Kept his eyes on the ball all along. And this is a magnificent catch. Rahul Dravid has got a very safe pair of hands, and he shows that once again. After the out for 16, Pakistan 3 wickets down to 34. Inzamam ul Haq comes in with Shahid Afridi having been dismissed to a very, very good catch in the deep. Well, there he was trying to work it to the onside. The bat turning in his hand at the last moment. The outside edge, the leading edge. And this is a magnificent effort from Rahul Dravid. I'm not sure the kind of reception Shahid Afridi is going to get into the Pakistan dressing room. Oh, beautifully bowled. Beautifully bowled. And Ijaz acknowledges it. That's quality to Ijaz's cricket. I've seen that so often. Just playing outside the off stump. That shuffle. This is very good bowling by Venkatesh Prasad. Getting the ball to move away from the right-hander.
Well fielded. Oh, this is a good performance. Both these sides actually have done well in the field. Jadeja that time doing very well.
This was hit off the back foot. Inzamam ul Haq is a powerful striker of the ball. Hit it straight. And it was well fielded in the end by Jadeja.
Oh, what a good shot. He's hit that one like a rocket, and it's going to be well fielded on the third man boundary too. The fieldsman down there very square. This is a fast outfield. 3 runs off the over. 42 for 3.
Four teams, one mission. The UEFA Champions League semi-finals. Manchester United, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Dynamo Kiev. The final 4 in the battlefield where only the strongest survive. 2 go through, 2 go home. The UEFA Champions League semi-finals, Thursday, live on ESPN.
I'm Chris Srikar from India. Ramiz Raja, Pakistan. Sanjay Manjrekar, India. Sikandar, Pakistan.
Beyond bat and ball lies the challenge of the mind, where India's heroes battle Pakistan's finest. Gentlemen, let's go to work. Stumped, Tuesday on Star Sports.
Oh, that was very well fielded. It was almost a reflex action. That was really hit back at him very firmly. And Prasad stopped it very well.
He's a powerful driver of the ball. There you see him getting nicely on top of it. There's a mid-off, not a long off at this point of time. So had that gone through the hands of Venkatesh Prasad, there's every likelihood of the ball carrying to the boundary.
Short delivery, not many short balls bowled today, and that's a good thing too, because it's a slow pitch, and if you do bowl short, they're not difficult to get away. Oh, he's flayed that one through the offside. Well, this will relieve the pressure a little bit. It's been a while since we've seen one hit for 4 like that. So Ijaz having a go at a wide delivery, but getting away with it.
Yes, first boundary, 74 balls. Going has been very tough for the Pakistanis. There was this opportunity here, offered by Shukla, ball a little wide to Ijaz. Got onto that in a flash.
That's a beauty.
Well, this is just pressure. Nice little leg cutter, just left him off the seam.
And that'll be the first boundary for a very long time. Almost an hour since a boundary was hit. 64 balls.
Yes, he's picked this one up very nicely. You look at that front pad of his, it's come outside the off stump.
Oh, he's got that one away off the bottom edge, and that's a bit of a break for them. They'd probably go to the back. Oh no, he's managed to get his foot in there. That's well done. He was, oh no, it's hit the fence. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought he dragged it back for a second. So that's gone to the boundary, and that'll take the pressure off a bit. Off the bottom edge, I thought.
Yeah, it was played fine by Ijaz, and Kurasia trying his best to stop that one going to the boundary, but it hit the hoarding boards there.
Oh, he's swept that one away well. That's a good shot. That'll go to the fence for 4. That's well played. Well, they're being quite severe in Kanetkar, and India, I'm afraid, losing the initiative here now. Pakistan 113 for 3.
They're not playing for boundaries here. Willing to take singles, just one away from that 50 Ijaz. There's been a very good knock.
Yes, that's well played. That brings up Ijaz's half-century. And acknowledging the applause there, not the sort of applause you might associate with an Indian half-century, but certainly the Pakistanis here are giving him a big cheer. This has been a good professional innings by him. Well, that's well fielded, very well fielded. Jadeja does a good job.
Well, Tony Javed is still full of energy, and he's a character all right. Hasn't changed much. This is wonderful effort from the captain. Full length dive, making sure that Inzamam doesn't get onto the other end. That's very good stuff.
That's a really big one. That is a very, very big one. Remember, this is not a very small ground. That was a huge hit.
Well, I was just about to say, these two experienced players have used their craft to just knock the ball into the gaps, and now Ijaz has decided it's time to go the aerial route big.
That's beaten everyone. Not easy. Now Sabah Karim does stand up to Saurav Ganguly. He's called it 4 byes, I think the umpire has.
Well, I wonder if he got an inside edge, or he just swung the bat and put the wicket-keeper off. Yeah, I think he just put the keeper off.
3 for 27 to Venkatesh Prasad from his 10 overs. India's #1 bowler has bowled out with 8 overs left. I just think Ajay Jadeja used up his 2 overs, hoping to get that additional wicket to try and change the course of the match. He almost did. Pandey dropped a sitter off Inzamam at backward square. He's coming to bowl now. Oh dear, he lost sight of the ball completely. He's grabbed it at the end. Saurav Ganguly was searching for it, like a little kid searching for toffees at a birthday party. And one of the reasons he's able to pull that ball in is there is no boundary rope. Interesting to see if he's touching the boundary wall when he picks the ball up.
Well, he's been a little bit in the wars today, but there was a perfect example of what I'm saying about being safe than sorry. He went with one hand.
What a lovely shot. And now the runs are just flowing. And if they weren't flowing all this time, it was because the batsman chose not to have them flow.
Well, I mentioned just a few minutes ago, it's two things that happened. The batsmen have played themselves in against the more difficult bowlers, the seamers. And then they've got runs behind their name, the confidence is up. They've battered quite a while now, so they're used to the pitch. And they fancy the spinners are the easier bowlers to score off.
And that might just go all the way as well. This is a quick outfield. But there were young legs chasing it. Keeps the scoring down to 3. Pakistan almost home now. 175 for 3. India at a similar stage. Well, 154 for 6. Really, just about anybody to bowl now, because Jadeja has almost run out of bowling options. In the commentary box, Ravi Shastri and Tony Greig.
Thanks very much. Yeah, well, this is the last rites now. I think this match is all but over. Been a good performance as well by these two. It's been a performance, I think, which more than anything shows their experience. Slow pitch, and a couple of Pakistan players have summed up the situation pretty well and played it pretty well.
Yes, they also read the options Jadeja had up his sleeve. They made sure that they didn't throw it away when Venkatesh Prasad was bowling really well. And once the second string came along, no! And they hammered it to all corners of the park, and that's another boundary for Ijaz.
Yes, I think he's decided to finish it off now. He's played one or two big shots. He's a strong guy. He hit a beautiful 6 straight down the ground, and this one down the wicket didn't quite get onto that. He tried to hit it out of the ground, and it bounced a couple of times into the fence there at wide mid-on. So I think he's decided now that this is not going to take too long.
Yes, this partnership is worth 147. Ijaz is on 80. Big gap on the onside there between long on and deep mid-wicket. And he split it nicely.
Jadeja has certainly taken a lot of time over field placings today. He even got down to a situation at one stage where, with one ball to go, one of the off-spinners, he spent 3 or 4 minutes trying to work out where to put the fieldsman. So it's been a very slow day from the fielding point of view. Both sides have taken a lot of time. That one down the leg side and nicely taken, but once again wide called. And so another run to the total, and the ball has to be re-bowled.
I think the only way you can up this over rate is if the authorities really take this up seriously. Penalize a side heavily once, and then you'll not see it happening again.
Yes, because if one thinks ahead to the World Cup, there could be some pretty ordinary situations arise. These two sides, of the way they've bowled their overs today, end up in a situation where matches will go into the evening. Of course, light then gets bad, and anything can happen. So they're going to have to do something about it for the World Cup, that's for sure. So 149, the partnership. Well, that's a full toss, and he's whacked it away square around the square leg boundary, and that'll hit the fence for 4. That is a rank full toss, and it was smashed to the boundary. Well, it's been a pretty loose over, this one, I'm afraid. But having said that, it's the end of the innings now, and of course both sides, I think, beginning to relax a little bit. India realise they've had it, and Pakistan are just finishing it off, as it were.
Well, I think Wasim Akram will be very, very happy with the way these two have concentrated. Another no ball, simply because they're two key members of this Pakistan batting lineup. If they strike form early in the World Cup, then Pakistan will be a real force. And before the World Cup, they've got a final coming up in Bangalore. So their form augurs well for the Pakistan team.
cricket. He goes again, and he's hit that one hard and high, and away she goes. Ijaz is having a ball. That one's cleared the boundary down at, well, it's down at long on. Well, what a good shot. He's strong, isn't he? He didn't half hit this one.
And this is a big round, and this ball has gone a long, long way. He's really got stuck into this one. Big follow-through and a big hit. It's landed on the second tier of the stadium here. What an expensive over this.
Well, it takes one, doesn't it? One to spoil what has been a fantastic day. They've been so disciplined, the visitors from Pakistan today as well. They really have been wonderful. That one's played away on the offside. And just a couple of them have decided they needed to get on the ground. Well, that's the end of the over. In fact, it's the end of the match. So Pakistan win this match by 7 wickets. And really thanks to these two. I think they'd be very satisfied with their afternoon's work. One just got the feeling when they got together that they had a little chat in the middle of the pitch, and they decided that they were going to be there at the end, and they've played very well.
The stand of 163 between Ijaz and Inzamam sees Pakistan through, and one can only guess really as to what this result has done to India, who are after all fielding an A side almost today.
They'll have to play at that level.